Hey folks, well, a lot has happened since we last talked, so let's get over to it. So since we talked last, there has been the iPad announcement and the iPhone 4 announcement. So um, I'm going to wax poetic on technology and education for a second, and I want you to give me your thoughts as to how you think that the iPad or the iPhone, or both, could be used in education here in Japan, whether it's at the primary, secondary, or post-secondary university level. My personal feeling is the iPad is a huge opportunity. I'm curious to see what the Android tablets might look like from Google, but from the reports out of not Comdex, Computex, which is the Taiwanese computer show, it doesn't look good at this point. So in the next couple of years, at least this next year, it's all going to be Apple and the iPad, which will give them a huge head start. So a couple of the things that I've seen, the Books app iBooks looks really good. And between Kindle and Stanza, I think there's a lot of opportunity for just some basic opportunities to get the text and into, doing just a little bit of reading. Now, the part where it gets really interesting is an application book, right? And not the stuff that the magazines are putting out, which is just repackaged PDFs, but actually interactive textbooks for particularly high school and junior high school. I think would be really, there's really a lot of potential in that. Now, university, even more potential, because there are many, many things that could be done with that. Now, I'm not a big textbook user. There are basically two kinds of teachers, those who use textbooks and those who don't. I'm not a big fan of textbooks. I think they do okay for what they do, but generally, in my opinion, it's better to move around and have the flexibility that not having a textbook offers. There are plenty of things in textbooks that are useful. Drills and stuff like that can be nice little time killers, but again, why waste class time on something students can do at home? And because of the iPad, it can be checked immediately, so you get that immediate feedback loop. And yeah, not to mention some of the journaling opportunities and communication activities that will be available because of what's going on with the tech. So I think there's a bright future for the iPad in education and the iPhone 4. Although the phone, I don't know, a little bit less. At least the screen looks good. I prefer a bigger screen though, to be dealing with students, to have students be dealing with in classes. There's always the dichotomy between teachers who are scared that students will spend the whole class gaming, playing games, and teachers who are not worried about that. What was it Ken Robinson said? There are two kinds of people in the world: those who divide people into two groups, and those who don't. So there's also the binary one. There are 10 people. Anyway. So anyway, the iPad in education, some interesting possibilities. I have a couple of thoughts for applications myself. Possibly we'll be doing a little bit of research with that, but we'll see. Grant season is coming up. So if anybody out there has gotten a MEXT grant or a JSPS grant, please let me know. I could use a couple of tips on writing it up. So I think that'll be it for today. As you can see, I have a moderator module up on my channel, so please go there and let me know what you'd like to hear about. And if I'm not an expert in it, or reasonably knowledgeable at any rate, I'll either give you my opinion or find somebody who is. So thanks, have a good one. Good to see you again. Bye.